Another one that comes to mind is, with the supply chain challenges that I think all of us have had or experienced over the last 2 years or so, maybe you've gone out and picked other suppliers, right? To supplement where the loss was or the on-time shipping was or whatever. How about your incoming goods? When they come into your facility, making sure that what you ordered is what you received and it's of the quality that you expect. There may be some justification there on just inbound goods and making sure the quality is right. There's a lot of benefit, and you hit a couple of them, but a couple of things that I always looked at is the VV, which is volume, and the second one is value. So generally the more volume that runs through your building, the more probable you are to get a justification. So let's say you're at a certain volume now, but you need more capacity. You need to increase your volume. Well, because you can go get more business. So there's an opportunity. You can say, okay, I can go get more business if we add more volume that allows us to have more revenue coming into the business. On the value side, it's really the value of your product. So if the products you're shipping are of high value, well, then the justification is a lot easier too, because of maybe pilferage or safety or things of that nature. So what are those things that are of high value, okay, that you can add that as a benefit to your justification? So just a couple of things that come to mind.
Yeah, in fact, I think it's a kind of a good segue into another area is, most of us are really technically oriented, and so we want to be able to have the automation in hand. But we're going to go ahead and take our concepts, and we're going to take our data, and we want to be able to propose it back to our senior executive management. And to do that, we should start first to be able to understand, what is our management vision, what is our management KPIs that they're looking at, and then utilize those metrics to come back and say, all right, this is what we're trying to accomplish. Maybe it's higher productivity, maybe it's a faster fulfillment of orders, whatever that might be. And then go back into your area and say, all right, what are some of the bottlenecks that I'm seeing right now? And then once you identify those bottlenecks, bring the players that are part of that and ask them, how do we resolve these bottlenecks? As you're in that stage, then you can start looking at different technologies to be able to address some of those bottlenecks. And those technologies may be, pretty simple operations. Maybe my operation is small and I'm just looking to be able to go ahead and go from archaic paper systems and put in a little bit more software control. Or maybe it might be to be able to modify my forklift operation and put in autonomous robots and some conveyors for picking cells. Maybe it might be to be able to put in, an ASRS or a more integrated system. But you really need to be able to make sure that you're looking at what your company vision is, what the metrics they're tracking to be able to go ahead and start designing your ROI, rather than just saying, I want a shuttle system or a pick system.